Hi, and welcome to your weekly market review. I'm your host, Nick Rower, joined today by Scott Kuby, Chief Investment Strategist here at CLS Investments. Scott, welcome.
Thanks, Nick. Glad to be back.
Awesome. So let's jump into Europe. How are the negotiations going between Greece's new government and the European Union?
On the surface, I think we see a lot of reporting that says those negotiations are going pretty difficultly. But there's two or three big points to want to emphasize. One, both Europe and Greece want to stay in the euro. I would also say Greece's situation has gotten better. Their deficit situation is really improving. And the third big point is I think that the European strategy and approach to Greece has been too tight, and everybody would benefit if there were some negotiations that took a little bit of pressure off of Greece.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. So I don't think it's a big secret that in recent years there have been a lot of investment risks presented to investors. However, the market has done really well. How have defensive stocks done during this time period?
Normally you would think defensive stocks would lag the overall market, especially as much as it's been up. And in fact, they've done even better than the overall market. And so that's one of the risks that we see is people have really become sort of warily optimistic. They move back into stocks. Okay. They bought a lot of defensive stocks. That has increased their risk. I mean, they've been up over 20% a year over the last 3 years. We shouldn't expect defensive stocks to provide as much cushion as they normally do.
Okay, so let's move on to a tastier subject. Smoothies.
Smoothies, yes.
How are they spurring economic growth?
Smoothie sales are up a ton, and that has really benefited some specific industries. Frozen fruit sales are up 67% since like 2010. And because people don't want to keep paying a lot of money for their smoothies and want to make them at home, blender sales have doubled over the last 4 or 5 years. And so don't just focus on the Fed. Focus on some of those small changes that are going on that are spurring people to participate in the economy that ultimately cause it to grow.
So it's probably likely saying a healthy alternative investment.
That was good. That was good.
Well, thanks so much.
You bet. Glad to.
Well, that'll do it for this week. As always, thank you for your time and trust in CLS Investments.